Here is called the conventional parallel. The reason it's conventional, the parallel parking is to the passenger side. Okay, now these cones here represent the bumper of the truck back here. Those cones up there represent the bumper of the other truck. So this is your space to park your truck. Okay? Now again, the key to success on these maneuvers is a setup. If you set up correctly, you set yourself up to succeed. If you don't set it up correctly, you'll still succeed, but you make it more difficult. And again, you want to be 1 to 3 feet off this line. 1 feet, you're closer, 3 feet, you're further. Okay, so it depends on how you feel driving this truck. We're going to pull up there. I'm going to show you where you stop at. All right, so I'm going to get in the truck and show you the setup driving forward, all right? Alright, so we pulled up, and you can see over here, we're about 1 foot off this line. Remember, your area is 1 to 3 feet. I'm 1 foot, I like to be close. So let's take a walk back here, make sure that my bumper is set up properly with this cone. That cone represents the bumper of the truck in front of me. So we'll go take a look. Alright, now that we've pulled up, okay, we've got our setup. This is the bumper of the truck that's going to be in front of us. And I want it between the bumper and the mud flap. This is a range we want to use so we can be successful at that. Remember, it's all in the details to be successful. Pay attention to details, it makes it easier. Is it simple? No. We can make it easier by paying attention to details. So now I'm prepared to start backing my truck up in my trailer. Now I want my trailer to go to the right. I'm going to turn my wheel to the left to get an angle. And I want to drive it until the bumper gets to this white line and I'm going to stop. And I'll show you why. We'll start it right now. Alright, at this point you can see I had the steer tires turned to the left to get my trailer to go to the right. I'm getting ready to start entering the box. So I stop. Okay? Now I want to turn the wheels back right. I want to walk my tractor back in front of my trailer where I'm in front of my bulkhead and stop. So I'm on an angle headed into my parallel spot. Okay? I'm going to go up there and show you the next turn. Alright, now you can see, we sat here and we backed up. Now you can see the 2 cones, the little cone and the big cone, what we call Big Sexy. We'll make sure that he's inside your mirror. Alright, now I'm going to back straight up to this line. This white line back here. We're going to back up to our trailer is right there at the line. The rear axle, outside tire, does not cross that line. That's the beginning of the opening of your parallel spot. And it's important because if you drive too deep, you're going to hit something on the other side, a wall, another truck, or curb. So it's very important we stop with enough space. So I'm going to get in the truck and show you this, your straight line skills. Back up straight without losing those cones out of your mirror. Alright, at this point, I backed my trailer up to where it's getting inside the box. And I want to stop. You notice I still see the 2 cones. Little Sexy, Big Sexy is what I call them. Okay, at this point, I got a 5-point check I do. If all 5 points match up within the area that we wanted, this is perfect for the next maneuver. But all 5 have to line up. If one doesn't, we got to figure out how to fix it. So I'm gonna show you the 5-point check. First point is, I look down my truck, I see little sexy, big sexy, both cones. I got a good angle. Now we're gonna walk and I'm gonna show you the other 4 points. All right, point number 2, important. My rear axle, outside tire, cannot cross this line. You can see we're right at it. We're right there. You can stop just before, right on it, but do not cross it. It's key. So point number 2 is important. All right, point number 3. I just want to make sure I got enough space here, that I'm not too close to these cones. That's the bumper of the back truck. So I got about 30 feet. Point number 4 is very important. Come on over here. This right here, the edge of my trailer, if I were to back straight up, everybody back up, okay? And I look at the edge of my trailer, and I follow in a straight line, it's going to hit right here. That's about 9, maybe 10 feet. Why is that important? 1, when I turn the wheel, my next turn, I can't see this side. 2, this trailer will not change direction for at least 7 feet. So for 7 feet, it's going to come straight back. No matter how hard I turn that wheel, it's not going to change. At 7 feet, it's going to kick. So if I know the information, I know I have the room. I know it's going to kick before I hit this line. This line represents another truck. And I won't be able to see the side once I turn. Now let's go look at point number 5, the last point, to make sure we're in the proper position. Walk up here. The bumper up here for this other truck. This bumper needs to be in a certain spot to be successful. All right? Right here, this cone, the bumper of Mr. Kenworth. You want to be 2 to 4 feet from the edge, about 3 feet, and you want to be anywhere between the catwalk area and in front of your sleeper. That's your range. As long as you're in that range, you're good. We're right here, towards the front of our sleeper, we're good. So all 5 points match up. All 5 points within the range. So now we have the information. Why? We use go. Get out and look. Collected all the information back there so we know we can do the next turn without hitting anything. All right, so now I'm going to demonstrate the next turn. Now with the rear end to turn back to the left. I turn my steer tires right to kick it in the box. So you can see with the hard right, okay, I have my trailer to kick into the box, my parallel. So I got plenty of room back there. If you notice my drive tires, just like on my trailer, my rear drive axle, outside tire did not cross that line. Why is that important? 7 feet. If I cross that line, the other drive axle is going to be closer than 7 feet to the truck next to me. So everything's important about the details. If I drive too far, I'm in trouble. So again, these lines are here for your purposes to help you do these maneuvers. So I'm stopping at the proper point. I've got some room back there. Now what I want to do is turn the wheel left and walk my tractor back in front of my trailer and put it in the box. And I want to watch those cones over there in front of that bumper, the back of that bumper of the truck with my hood mirrors as I'm backing up. So you can see now, I've backed into the parallel spot. There's a bumper of the truck in front of me. I'm not on his bumper. Here's your barrier. I'm inside of it. Okay, let's take a walk and check out the back and the other side, all right? All right, you can see back here, I'm off the bumper for the truck behind me. And here is my curb or the wall or another truck, doesn't matter. It represents something I can't hit. So you can see, once I'm inside this box, in front of that bumper, behind that bumper, I have successfully completed the conventional parallel. At that point, you'd set your brakes, you can blow the horn, you've completed it. You've done it successfully. You don't want to be on any lines or touching any cones. That represents another vehicle, a wall, an obstruction, a curb, and this is how you do it start to finish. As long as you pay attention to the turning points, the angle of your trailer. And what's key? What's key? The setup. Your setup is key. The details. Success is in the details. So if you set up good, you pay attention to all the details, check the 5 points, make sure they all line up, you'll be successful at this. And you can improve those skills. All right?